Is defending yourself from the debt collectors hard? Brought to you by Kenneth Chabert at yourlegallegup.com. Your advantage if you're being sued by debt collectors. Considering that I direct many of my marketing efforts towards people who are regular people and not necessarily doctors and lawyers, it is surprising how often I do not get asked this question. Is it hard? Well, is it? Here's a good lawyerly answer. Yes. And no. Or maybe I should say no and yes. Here's what I mean. I wouldn't say, although I have heard others say it, that a trained monkey could be a lawyer. But anybody smart enough to watch this video could do it. I'm serious. The challenge to representing yourself in cases like this is more psychological. You have to be brave. Brave enough to tell yourself that you are worth defending even if you don't have much money, and even if the debt collectors have been calling you names. Brave enough to see that today's financial disaster could give way to a much brighter tomorrow, if you can stand up for yourself. Brave enough to imagine yourself in a new place, enjoying life as you may not have done for a while. Brave enough to look at something that's probably completely new and take the time to figure it out instead of panicking. Believe me, I know that I'm talking about real courage here. And one last thing. Brave enough to walk into a strange place, look at the people who've been doing their best to make your life hell on earth, and stand up and speak. You might be scared, and you might be mad, but you can do it. Most lawyers are scared a lot too. We're just trained not to show it. We get stage fright, like everybody else. It seems scary, and because it's new, it can seem hard. But really, it isn't scary, in the sense that anything bad will happen to you. Certainly nothing worse will happen to you if you fight than if you don't. Only good things will come of that. And it isn't hard to figure it out once you chill out and start taking it one step at a time, one thing at a time. You have to file an answer first, and it's good if you throw in a counterclaim at the same time. They don't have to be perfect. You can file another one later if you want to. That's called an amended answer. The Litigation Manual will tell you how to do all that and show you samples. That part is very easy. Next, you prepare a little discovery. These are questions you want the other side to answer about what they have on you, which is usually practically nothing. You're going to take these to court with you. And again, it's easy. The Litigation Manual tells you what you're trying to do, and there are forms to use. They turn you into one tough cookie, to use a legal term. Now you go to court and answer here when the judge calls your name. You talk to the other lawyer and tell him you want him to dismiss the case. He laughs. You smile, and then you hand him the discovery you have written. A lot of times, the next thing you'll hear is that the case against you has been dismissed. As one customer said, they fold like a cheap suit. Usually you do have to do more, though. The Litigation Manual will tell you what to do every step of the way. And after a while, you'll even get used to it and stop being scared. And when you make the debt collector go away, maybe you'll say, as one customer did, that it might have been better than sex. It's only hard in your head, doing something new and talking to new people. But you can do it. And when you do, you're going to find that the world has changed more than you ever thought possible. It really is intense. To get more help on fighting debt collectors and their lawsuits, go to yourlegallegup.com. Get my litigation manual and forms, and defend yourself from the debt collectors.